Legen wir schon los, wenn es Ihnen auch so reicht wie mir. Das müssen wir ändern, da gibt's Ärger. Na, so dürfen wir das nicht sagen. Das darf man so schon lang nicht mehr sagen hier. Komm, schneid das raus, schneid das raus. When a dummy shoot, then it usually backfires. Dear ladies and Germanys, yes, they wanted to sweep away the evil Putin once again. And as usual, just messed up everything. What didn't the current cameras not do to make us believe their story? The Russian president has annexed Ukraine. The evil one blackmailed the Ukraine because they didn't pay their gas bills. The evil one has intentionally shot down a passenger airplane. The evil one will now have nothing more to do with the dollar and wants to have his own world currency. Yes, and now the evil one even introduces an import ban for our great products from the EU, which the rest of the world so envies. And the best part, he now wants to invade the Ukraine with his army disguised as an aid convoy. The Russian babushka variant of the Trojan horse, if you like. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, how stupid actually are our hangers-on in Brussels? How stupid does the mainstream media, for which we still have to pay for, think we are? In the Ukraine, patronized EU fascists put in place by the EU rule, yes, that is a fact. And those are people who drive their own people in hundreds of thousands from Crimea to Russia. As far as the plane crash, there's no evidence against Putin. On the contrary, the US and the Ukraine are holding back all the evidence. That is really strange, don't you think? If the United States would at least submit so-called proof, like back then in Iraq with the doctored photos of the weapons of mass destruction. But they can't even deliver that. The show keeps getting worse and worse. If the EU then, as punishment, wants to exclude Russia from the international financial markets, it is as clear as vodka that Russia will try to do something on its own legs. Of course, the Chinese, who are the largest creditor of the US anyway, participate laughingly. The Yellow Dragon is namely not stupid at all. With a gold-backed currency, both can namely quickly blow out the light of the fiat money of the US and the EU. That Putin responded to the EU export ban with an import ban doesn't affect him, but hits the EU like a boomerang, as it has now been surprisingly realized. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it has ended badly for our top experts in Brussels. Yes, one is allowed to be stupid, but you only need to find out how. Yes, and now all those in the EU who are suffering from evil Putin sanctions should be compensated. I will be very interested to see how much the food and technology lobby will put back in their own pockets for themselves. Quite the contrary on the other side of the world, where Brazil, Argentina and China in particular are already warming up. They can and they will deliver. A Spanish minister melted and said it would not be helpful now if emerging countries would replenish the delivery supply gap for Russia. Sorry, what was he thinking? That the BRIC countries would wait to be asked twice when new markets open up? So again, typical of our short-sighted EU molds. Lazy do-nothings, I would say. Their comprehension only reaches from 12 o'clock to midday. The best now, however, is that they even attempted to declare a Russian aid convoy as invasion vehicle. The madness knows no bounds here in Europe. How about then if at the border one would simply look at what is in the white trucks? But we already know humanitarian aid should only be affordable by the US and the EU, especially Germany. The point, however, is quite a different one. They partly want to irritate the Russian beer. the only way the United States and the EU can reduce their debts. But the Nobel Peace Prize holder Bambi only wants the best. We saw that in Libya, Syria, Venezuela, and again in Iraq. And of course, the EU servants must come panting behind. The fact is, it looks a lot better for Russia than the media would have us all believe. In fossil fuel values, such as natural gas, oil and coal, Russia owns half of the world's fossil energy units. Russia is the third largest producer of gold, second place for diamonds, platinum, 40% worldwide, 46% nickel, etc. You can research that in the internet. Up to now, 10% of the global arable land is in Russia and 20% of all forest areas. Did you know that? The Russian has a top tax rate of 30%. 13%. In Germany, for high performers, it's over 50%. So this is more than the alcohol content of Russian vodka. In Russia, the percent capita debt is 0. In Germany, well over 20,000 euros. Instead, Germany imports nearly 1 million highly specialized hearts for recipients each year and donates hundreds of billions of euros to the EU. A little pop-up information for our English-speaking friends. Hartz IV, it sounds like a new OS, but in Germany, it's the synonym for white trash. Gentlemen like Sting sung it correctly. Russians love their children too, and do certainly not want war. The Germans are the same, with one major difference. The Russian president has brass balls. That's how it is. If you ask me, Putin should get the next Nobel Peace Prize, although actually already inflationary. Obama, Arafat, the EU, Al Gore, and many more. Sounds like a hook line. But like Billy Wilder wisely said, awards are like hemorrhoids. Sooner or later, every asshole will get one. That's why Putin will probably reject it. Herrschaften, Sie wissen ja, gemeinsam kann man der Dummheit am meisten Schaden zufügen. Deshalb bitte empfehlen Sie mich weiter und liken Sie mich.